Hi, Brian Adams again. The video that I'll be doing today will be video number 7, and this is my friend and my client, Kyle Kaki. And so basically, after talking to Kyle about some of the goals and things that he would like to accomplish from a resistance training program, one thing that he's expressed to me is he'd like to improve muscular strength. So basically I've put together a bit of a program for him focusing on different muscle groups. Today basically the muscle groups we'll be focusing on will be chest and triceps and our arm and our delts, and also some exercises for our hamstrings and our glutes. So the first exercise that we'll be doing will be squat. So for these exercises, we don't have weight mounted on there at the moment, but for any of these exercises what we'd really be aiming to do would be to improve muscular strength. Is basically low repetition, so really aiming probably between 4 and 6 reps of, maybe 3 to 6 reps of between 85 and 90% of 1 repetition maximums. So first exercise that we'll be doing will be squats. So Kyle, we've just got the machine mounted up here, so Kyle will take the weight off the rack, rest the bar onto his triceps, or sorry, on his traps, and making sure his toes are pointed out slightly, and as he bends his knees, keeping his back upright, his chest up, going down to about 90 degrees. Yep, that's good. Very good. And as he stands back up, he really wants to make sure that he's focused on pushing through his heels through the bar. And if we got a bit much, bit of weight on there, if Kyle does another one, if Kyle needs a bit of a spot, I can get up under Kyle's arms and make sure that I aim to spot Kyle through that lift. Maybe for his last 1 or 2 repetitions. So the next exercise will be, and those exercises are obviously for your hamstrings and for your glutes for squats. So that's the muscle groups that we're targeting there. So the next exercise that we'll demonstrate will be bench press. Bench press will be aimed at improving muscular strength through our pectorals and also through our triceps. So we'll just scoot the bench back into position to be able to do our bench press. Make sure the bench is flat. Alright, so we'll have to lower the bar just a bit down on the rack so I'll be able to grab it and lower it to the position where you can grab the bar, watch your head. Perfect. So he wants to make sure basically the bar is aimed right, probably around his nipple height when he's going to do his exercise. So he'll extend his arms to be able to take the bar off the rack. And as he goes down, he wants to make sure that he brings his elbows to about 90 degrees, maybe just past. And then pushing through, really making sure that he focuses on engaging his pecs and his triceps and engaging those muscles to be able to push the bar up to the concentric phase of the exercise. Kyle's making sure that he's got both his feet planted firmly on the floor, so he's very solid through the exercise. And if Kyle needs a spot, I'll be able to get in there and assist through the weight. If I do need to assist a little bit more, I can pull up from here, or also too if he just needs a bit of that extra support, a bit more. Especially on this machine, it might be possible, since the bar's not really swaying in any different directions, to be able to support him underneath his elbows. But if it is free weights, it's probably best case scenario where I would want to stand over Kyle to be able to help him raise the bar. Alright, so we'll next exercise that we'll be doing is, I think I'll just double check. Next exercise that I've got listed for Kyle will be incline chest press. So we'll use the same bench that we've got here. We'll just raise the feet a little bit. Raise it up and up that high to about there's probably good. And for this one we'll use we're going to use the dumbbells. Basically requiring Kyle to be able to stabilize the weight, so engaging some different muscles. Again, we'll be using our upper pectoral muscles and our triceps, but yeah, just our upper chest. So Kyle will have a seat, and I can hand Kyle the weights, both hands, and he'll lie back. We are at a bit of a steep incline. We could go a little bit less if we wanted to, but I think this is probably pretty perfect. So for this one, Kyle will extend his arms, pushing up and pushing the dumbbells together. Same thing, he wants to bring his elbows down to about 90 degrees or maybe just past, just like for the bench press. And if Kyle needs any assistance through this exercise, I can put my hands underneath Kyle's elbows and help Kyle to guide the weight up to get his arms extended all the way through the exercise. Alright, so that's our incline incline press, just engaging some different pectoral muscles for that one. It's actually personally one of my favorite exercises. I think it's excellent. Next one that we'll demonstrate will be our lunges and shoulder press. I've actually combined two exercises here, so I'll get the bench out of the way for this one. And what exercise I've put together here is the dumbbells again. And so for this one, what I'll get Kyle to do is he'll step forward with one foot, and as he does that, I'll get him to bring the weight up to his shoulder level, and then extend his arms for the chest press, or sorry, for the shoulder press. So if he does a lunge, and then extending your arms, and then as you step back down, you can bring the weight back down. So stepping forward, pushing the weight up, extending the arms up over the head, and as they come back down, bringing the weight back down, and then alternating legs for each lunge that we do. I'll just check and make sure that we're still recording. Still got yep, that's pretty perfect. Go ahead. Extending your arms, bringing it back down. Yep, so this exercise is really good to make sure that we engage our glutes and our hamstrings through the lunge. Make sure, you want to try to make sure that your knee stays over your ankle and doesn't go too far over your toe. And make sure through your lunge you try to, squat straight down. That's it. Very good. Good. And then for the shoulder press, it's obviously engaging our delts a little bit and our traps, and pushing through our triceps a little bit too for some stabilization. All right, so I think that's a pretty good exercise to be able to engage all of the muscles. Definitely get the heart pumping through that one. And again, he's having to stabilize our muscles to be able to lift those dumbbells, do those exercises. So the next one that I've got listed is our tricep pull down. So again, we'll be using the machine. And what I think we'll use for this one is our rope. So I'll need to pull the bench out. And for this one, we've got, where's the rope? It was up here. Alright, perfect. Alright, so for this one, we'll pick it up. Oh, sorry, we need to do this. So from here. Yep, through there. Alright. So for this one, we'll do it that direction. So what we want to do for this one is we've actually got we'll need to plate the weight just at the back there. But basically, what Kyle will want to do for this exercise is, you can stand on either side of the bar, but basically starting with the weight at about shoulder level, and then just pulling it down towards sort of like his hips and using both arms, and just really focusing on tricep muscles for this one and extending the arms through the exercise. This one's really will just focus on tricep muscles, so it's a very good isolation exercise for triceps. Yep, perfect. And at the bottom of the exercise too, Kyle's already doing that. I didn't mention that, but you can pull the bar apart just a little bit to engage his tricep muscles just a little bit more. Yep, very good. Perfect. All right, and through this program too, I have tried to alternate between the different muscle groups, and I've started with really more large muscle group focus and working into more isolation exercises. So that was one of those isolation exercises that was for